Good morning, everybody. I hope you are having a good day so far. It is 8:42 a.m. On Monday, June 3rd, 2019, of course. And today we are going to be looking at the multi-day severe threat and Invest 91L in the Caribbean. So let's go ahead and get started. So before we go into that stuff, I want to point out some things that are catching eye out in the Atlantic. There's a clump of thunderstorms here right by Bermuda, but that, as it gets closer, could possibly form. The waters I don't think are too hot up there but it could form into like a weak tropical depression and bring some wind and some waves to the eastern coast of America. Just wanted to share that to y'all. And then, next I want to zoom in on the Caribbean. Right here. Alright, so the sun just came up, so about 2 hours ago, so now you can start to see it on satellite. Some of these thunderstorms are getting pretty high tops. You can see like these clumps over here, and then this is probably light rain. But there is still some very high tops. There's very high thunderstorms in 91L. But you can see it's not really very configured. The highest storms are over here. You have some, looks like cirrus clouds on the eastern side of the system. Then you have some rain affecting probably the peninsula. So I just want to show that to you. And this is what it looked like last night after daytime heating. Pretty. Some of the storms were very tall last night. Look at this. Pretty much all this area had storms. Look at this big clump right here. So that's probably big thunderstorm dropping a lot of rain, but in southern Louisiana, they were pretty tall. They're not as tall as like supercells, because you don't get like that kind of supercell. You don't get supercells most of the time in a hurricane, or there's a tropical system. But now let's go to the National Hurricane Center. As my Storm Prediction Center website still tries to load. Okay, it's done. All right. So this was updated at 7:43 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning. So it was about an hour ago when I'm recording this. My time here in Georgia is Eastern Standard Time, where I live in Georgia. But so they're still giving it a 40 to 60% chance of it. This is Invest 91L. In the next 8 hours, it's medium 60% chance of it forming. In the next 5 days, medium and 60% chance of it forming. So this storm will likely form and move closer to America. Mexico, probably like towards Brownsville. May get a lot of rain from this. Tropical disturbance. All right. So before I show you all that, I'm going to pull up this Storm Prediction Center. This is the convective outlook that was issued for today at 13:07 a.m. You can see. Here, today there's a large slight risk, kind of like yesterday in the center of the country, although yesterday there was one in the north also. But affecting parts of New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, the Panhandle of Oklahoma, eastern Colorado, and western Kansas and western Nebraska. And also some extreme parts of southern South Dakota. Cities in now Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Midland, Texas, Odessa, Texas, and Roswell, New Mexico. It's not looking as severe as it was yesterday. It was all the way like towards Colorado Springs and Denver at risk, but still could be some storms. There was a tornado warning storm yesterday in New Mexico, right? I think in this area. There's a tornado warning storm. It actually looked like there was a probably with it on radar. I confirmed a tornado. Radar confirmed it because I have radar scope, so I can like view. I have radar scope Pro 2, so I can view like everything, like hail condors and all that fun stuff. oh, wait. I wanted to show you day 2. So for the tomorrow, which is Thursday, or not, God, I'm sorry, y'all. Tuesday. There's 2 slight risks. One in northern Missouri, western Illinois, southern Iowa, and southeastern Nebraska and northeastern Kansas. Slight risk for tomorrow. Kansas City, Omaha, Lincoln, Nebraska, Des Moines, Iowa, and Overland Park, Kansas. All have slight risks tomorrow. And then for the southern system, well, it's from the same system. Oh my God, I just can't talk. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't talk. Oh my God, now my throat's gonna get. Okay, alright, sorry. So then there's another slight risk in southern Texas. There's not even radar. You can't even see the radar right in Texas. So that didn't help because there was like back in March there was 20-to-1 storms down there and I couldn't even see them because the radar doesn't go that far. There was like a radar in England and that goes to like right here. I think there's one in Mexico, but yeah, you could not see down there, and so I could really see if the storms are may have been producing a tornado or not. There's a smaller slight risk down here in Texas and New Mexico. No, not really any cities. Maybe Odessa could see some severe weather, but then you have the large marginal risk, stretching over from the southern part of the country to Canada, from Mexico to Canada. Then this marginal risk has parts of Texas, New Mexico, most of Kansas, Missouri, most of Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Nebraska, and South Dakota. All of y'all have marginal risks. But I think the most severe weather tomorrow will probably be in the slight risk zone, or in this part of the slight risk zone, not down here. Alright, so let's go visit. I'm going to show day 3 real quick. And for the day 3 out, this to be for Wednesday. There's another large, pretty broad slight risk. Not very broad, medium size slight risk. Going towards the north. The jet stream's lowering slightly. It's not like going like this to bring the storms. Like this, it's going like this now. It's lowering. So that's why it's not so hot in the southeast anymore, because we here in Athens, Georgia, where I live, we made it to 97, and that's I think our record high for May was 98. So because we never really get hot in May. But all right, then I want to go show y'all the M3KN model for today. So by this afternoon, you can see maybe a line that could go through Council Bluffs in Omaha. Council Bluffs out in Omaha, Nebraska. You can see it's moving. That's a bow line that could produce some strong winds. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know how it gives me a sounding for that much. Okay, and then that splits up. But then you could have all these individual supercells forming. You see all these little supercells. They remain in the line. But a lot of oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all. This thing keeps popping up. I need to work on my YouTube skills, because that's not do. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. Now I can do this. Okay, then you can see. Look at this. Look at this Boeing feature. That's going to be going across New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, even southern Kansas. This could pack very strong winds, possibly. Especially, look at this bow feet. Look at this bow. Just backwards shapes everywhere. And maybe even in North Dakota, I could see some storms today. But it's going to be as severe as they would be if the slight risk was up there, probably, because they're only in it for today. North Dakota is only in a Part's a marginal. Part of it's in a marginal risk, and this could be a severe windstorm. Probably. I mean, even when you're in general thunderstorms, there's a very low chance you see a severe thunderstorm, but you can. It happens a lot. Excuse me. Well, all right, y'all. I'm gonna go, but yeah. All right. Sorry about this bad outro, if that's how you say it. I'm gonna go, and I will posting a video tomorrow. And yes, bye.